If you're thinking that Amazon's fees are not high enough and you're trying to find ways to give Amazon more money for services that don't really work the way that you think that they do, I got a deal for you. Hey everybody, it's Manny from Manny's Book Bag. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to talk all about Amazon's product placement service. Talk about something that has so much bad information out there. Thread after thread, people are turning on product placement thinking that it does one thing when it's really just meant to do something completely different. First of all, what is product placement service? Product placement service is a premium service that Amazon offers all of its Amazon FBA sellers. It's intended to help ease the pain of shipping large quantities of the same item. A huge misconception is that when you turn on product placement service, that it's actually a service that helps keep your shipments from getting split. This is not the case. Product placement service is perfect for that wholesaler or that large purchaser of retail arbitrage and online arbitrage merchandise that is trying to send a large quantity of the same item to the warehouses. Depending on the weight and the dimensions of the item, it may be worth it to these sellers to turn product placement on and ensure that all of the same item are going to one warehouse. So if I was a grocery seller and I had 30 of a particular drink mix, for example, I could turn product placement on and I could make sure that all 30 were sent to the same distribution center. Now, if they're under a pound, it's going to cost me 30 cents additional for each item to send them there. But the savings that I'm going to generate from the shipping costs might pay for itself. Now, as you can imagine, there's additional fees as you go over a pound and you start getting into oversized items. But once again, when you do your own math and see what you typically pay for those versus what it would cost you with the product placement service turned on, it might still be worth it if you're that kind of seller. But here's the issue. A lot of sellers out there that are selling media or apparel, they think that they can turn product placement on and the result will be your shipments won't get split. Huge waste of money. If you have one-offs on inventory, you are better off sending in larger shipments and splitting them as Amazon sees fit. There is no rhyme or reason to when or if Amazon is going to split your shipments. It really is a matter of which warehouses are getting too much inventory, so they turn them off so that everything goes to other warehouses. Product placement service is not going to prevent you from getting split. It is going to prevent you from making money. Even if your shipments did not get split, you are more than likely going to get shipped off to distribution centers that are going to send your merchandise to other warehouses and prolong how long it takes for your items to go live with active inventory. Just to break down the fees, let me show you what this looks like. So here's how the inventory placement service actually breaks down. You'll see at the very top where even if most of your items do get sent to one warehouse, Amazon does have in place several exceptions. So if you're selling any kind of apparel, jewelry, shoes, media, which is a big one for a lot of us, oversized items, or anything that requires extra prep because it may be hazardous or just has to be handled a different way, those items would potentially still be split on you with regularity. So definitely don't use the service as a way of preventing splits, because depending on what you're selling, splits may become very regular. Now, of course, if you did want to change to inventory placement settings, you would be able to find them under settings. Just click on FBA and go from there to change it to inventory placement option. But here's the big part right here. Let's talk about the fees, because this is what you're going to pay per item in the shipment. Now, when you have inventory placement services turned on, you're not just going to be charged for the items that you are shipping multiples of. You will be charged a minimum of 30 cents a piece for every single item in the shipment. So let's look at what we're actually paying. If your items are a pound or less, you're going to pay 30 cents for each item, which means if you're sending out 100 items, you're giving Amazon 30 extra dollars. And it only gets worse if your items are heavier. At the 1 to 2 pound rate, you're paying 40 cents per item, and if it's over 2 pounds, you're going to pay 40 cents per item plus an additional 10 cents a pound that it's over. So if I have a 5-pound textbook and I have product placement service turned on, I'm going to be paying Amazon an additional 70 cents just for that one book. And when you get into oversized items, well, that becomes a much different rate. They're gonna be $1.30 minimum for 5 pounds or less, and when they're over 5 pounds, you're gonna be paying $1.30 plus an additional 20 cents for each additional above the first 5 pounds. That's not a small amount of money, so be absolutely sure that inventory placement is right for you before you click that on. And that's all there really is to it. If it's right for you, make sure you have it turned on. But if it's not right for you, make sure it's not on. Don't believe everything that you read on Facebook, because there will be a lot of bad information out there, and this service may not be right for you, and you just might be throwing money out the window. I hope this video really helped you to demystify what inventory placement services really are. If you like this video, please remember to teach that like button a lesson. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that book bag up there in that corner to support it. And until next time, let's go make some money.